be honest, Wizkid is the Jay-Z of your generation.
Facts.
To be honest,
Firstborn child of the new
Wizkid,
generation.
you won't forget, he's the first. I've been accused and glorified on this bail issue, but people just don't understand. Some people even think is my source of power.
People ask me where I get all my energy from the stage to the studio and to my desk. I am the energy god, and you can be one too.
You're listening to Adeshokwe Live, the Afrobeats podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to another edition of Adeshokwe Live, the official Afrobeats podcast, where we break down the hottest topics in the culture. And a lot of times I'm joined by a superstar to chop it up with me one-on-one. As always, keep those subscriptions coming in. We appreciate the likes, the comments. Subscribe. Let's get the numbers up. The bigger our platform gets, the better we're in position to support our own people without waiting for anybody else. This is brought to you by the Energy God Energy Drink. Drink and be yourself. This is for us, by us. So go to theenergygod.com and place your orders. We appreciate you. I'm live from the Afromedia Studios in Essex, and it gives me so much pleasure, joy, humility, and honor to welcome into the studio for the first time a superstar out of the west side of Africa, representing Nigeria and all its glamour. This is one of the pioneers of Afrobeats music. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the indomitable, superbly charged, one and only Terry G.
My head is swollen. I dey feel like I'm a soldier because you love me. Man, thanks, man. Nice to meet you.
My
man.
brother.
A big pleasure being here, man.
Listen, this is a massive honor. I love the fact that you brought this into
my logo, man.
Your logo. First of all, you look amazing. How you feeling? How have you been?
Well, thank you very much. I feel good, and it's been quite an amazing year for me. And of course, I always transform every year. Yeah, so it's a process.
Wow. Listen, recently I had a conversation with, icons, ID Kabasa, private conversations with the likes of DJ Jimmy Jatt, DJ Abbas. And I realized that one of the things that we haven't done well within our culture is document and tell stories that come from our early beginnings. I'm talking about the early 2000s, how we eventually shaped this Afro-pop, Afrobeats that came out of Nigeria. Yeah. And it's now more important than ever that people like you need to talk.
Yeah, definitely.
Terry G, to a lot of people, at the beginning, you were a super producer.
Definitely.
But it started with music.
Definitely.
Where did that start from?
Well, it actually started from being a producer.
Wow.
To be honest, I started making beats as an instrumentalist. I played the drums. I played basically most of the major instruments. That was how I started. Then, of course, as the firstborn in the family, I always go to church from Mondays to Sunday because my mom is a deaconess and, of course, was the choir mistress as at then.
Wow.
So, as a firstborn then, I don't get choice. Me, they go church from Monday to Sunday. So, with the choir vibe and all that, that was how I built this music of a thing. And my mom sings as well. So, it started from the church. I would give glory to God for that. Before I started backsliding, that's how it is. In the church, they will always encourage you. But when it comes to the finance, you need finance to encourage yourself as well. So that's when we start playing for outside gigs.
Playing,
Yeah, like Owambe and things. So that was how I also grew in the streets as well, knowledge. Apart from the gospel side of music, you must also have the streets idea of music as well. So merging that together, I met Phase alone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Phase of
Plantation Boys.
Plantation Boys with two face,
that's my
black face.
Yeah, that's my boss.
Wow.
Well, initially, my dream was to meet Two-Face because he's like an icon to me.
Icon to all of us.
Apart from that, he might be an icon to all of you, but he's quite special to me because, we're from the same state. So I feel always feel like
Benue.
we're from Benue State. So I always feel like he's my elder brother. You know, I have that pride. Like, you know, I've always wanted to meet him. But, you know, as the thing they be, through Shola Animation of Hip Hop World, I got to meet, I was always connected, to be honest. My music always gave me connects from church and all that. That was how I met Shola Animation, that introduced me to Faze. He was going to deliver some pictures to him. I told him I was going to accompany him. Then he agreed. I went to Festac with him, met Faze. Then I think Faze was doing like an audition for a backup artist, which he delayed Shola Animation at the Tantalizers where we were waiting. Let me just cut the story short. It long way. At the end of the day, we met Faze. He was angry. I told him, boss, you know, my intention was to meet Faze and to play the music. So me, I not joined their anger and all that, you know. So as he was getting angry, I was still trying to calm him down. Boss,
Hey, Papa, listen
this is
to
my
this music.
intention. This is what my proposal is. Well, he got to listen to my song and fell in love with it. Though then I was a very good singer. I had a very melodious voice. Not be now we had a Chris. Yeah, trust me. I used to sing R&Bs. You know, that was the moments where Faze actually listened to me.
Wow.
And fell in love with me. Then I became his backup artist. I served Faze loyally, and it was even through Faze I now met my Two-Face. Do you get? So it was all grossy through that.
Wait, so your beginnings in church and everything, was that in Lagos?
Yeah, it was in Lagos. All through.
What part of Lagos?
Agege, Iju, precisely. Yeah.
A lot of people come, a lot of musical people have come from.
Of course, we have Daniels, we have the likes of Small Doctor,
Small Doctor.
with plenty of Wadada.
I think that's where Sam Clef also came
yeah,
from.
some Clef, Clever J,
Wow.
Stormezino, a lot.
What was, by naming a lot of these guys that came from Iju, there had to be something musical about that area. What was it? Was it that there was somebody that had become successful from there that
Well,
inspired people?
Well,
What was it?
To be honest, when it comes to inspiration, Shina Peters actually inspired all of us. If you lie about that, that means you're a joker. Shina Peters was a star before all our inspired stars act like they are stars. You know, this was a guy that had like six stars or 7 stars in his house. Like he had an automated house as a den, an
Facts.
underground
White House.
Like, trust me, man, in that local area, trust me, nigga, sorry.
Yeah, you can talk.
Man,
Yeah.
Shina Peters was an inspiration
Talk about
to
it.
me. After school, after me, I closed from school. Me, they go Shina Peters house. After school, most people go to watch football and all that. Me, I go to watch Shina Peters Gates. No,
Wow.
Riaza. You can't watch his Riaza. You can only listen to his Riaza. Because his
Gated.
domain is secured. But the only thing that can inspire you there is his automated gates. Because when it opens, you see a lot. But by God's grace, I was opportune to enter that house. In a special way, he invited me.
Wow.
You know, that was when I did my Free Madness when I was Terigido. It was actually one of my aspirations. You know, he inspired me a lot. So
Let's talk about the impact of traditional Nigerian music. You know, you talk about Shina Peters, you know, Afro Juju. You know, at a time, if you're Nigerian, I don't care if you were the upper class, lower class, this is what the entire country was listening to.
Definitely.
How
It was
important
global.
are those elements of our traditional, natural music in what we're doing now?
Well, it's still very significant. It's still 100% significant because you can never shy away from the roots. I know born you well. You can never shy away from Fela. Fela is the originator of Afrobeats. He was discovered by him. You understand? You have to discover something to say you own it. He owns Afrobeats. We are only trying to modernize his style, which we can never modernize it. We will only turn it to Igbo beats. And it will now help him to retain his style of Afrobeats.
Sound.
Because when you go back to Afrobeat, like I listened to Wizkid's performance, one of his recent performance, when he used Fela's his band members
and he
used
performed as Fela.
as
Yeah.
Fela. Trust me, bro, that is the original vibe of Fela. Do you understand? All the rest na sample. So we cannot even leave that intro of our life and how it impacted us and say we want to put it aside. No, it won't happen. Definitely.
Now let's talk about those times where Terry G was dropping music. You know, it was of course tapes and CDs.
Definitely.
There were a lot of
Different.
challenges at those times. Pirates, marketers.
Alaba, thing.
Talk to me about your relationship and how difficult it was those times to even get your music heard and make money from it.
Well, to be honest, it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was difficult because it was the trend then.
Yep.
It was the trend when you have to print CDs and probably pack your CDs yourself. You and your goons have to do the packing of your CDs and probably sell it individually. Wow. Those were those times where I started to sing. When Blue Moon, I was signed to Blue Moon, we all did the packing of our CDs together.
Manual.
Alaba gave us the printing of the whatever mass production they did.
Yeah.
So because they are too much, we have to be the one to pack the CDs and probably do the sales as well. So you have to be the one to promote your song. Because if you don't promote your song, it will affect what they're going to give you in return. Because sometimes we put out this content and we don't get paid. But we get paid after some particular time. That's how we get cheated. Because we cannot kind of figure out this is how much you've sold. And it's only what they tell us that we believe. And you cannot dispute. Or else you know go, because we have some particular marketers that you can't fuck with.
Yep, they were the sharks at the time.
I don't want to call their names. If you do that, you're going to be in trouble, no matter how good you are. As at then, so we were just we were like slaves.
Wow,
that's just the fact. And we didn't have this idea of royalties and all that, and this, you know. Well, in our time, we're not going to talk, say,
now when you see artists enjoying royalties and stuff, how does that make you feel?
Oh boy, it doesn't make me feel anything. No. The only thing I'm waiting for is for one of my songs to peak so that I will benefit from the time of now. I don't have any problem with anybody, no concern me. Everybody get their own head.
Facts.
And there's always chance for everybody. There's space for everybody. Just pray for the grace. Trust me, once one song enter, they will go and listen and stream all my songs. I'm a hit maker. I have a lot of dope vibes. Trust me. So once God say, "Pam," trust me, I'm not doing too much. I'm just going to remind you of what I've done, and you cannot erase it.
Let's talk about the hit making aspect. You talked about starting from the church and then starting to produce because you played a lot of instruments. Yeah. How long did you serve Face for? How long were you?
About 3 to 4 years.
Wow.
Yes.
You were his backup singer.
Yeah, I was his backup singer. There was a particular event where Face is a very cool and collected guy. Yeah. He doesn't smoke. He doesn't drink.
Till now, still calm.
He doesn't smoke. He doesn't drink. Well, people always judge him because of his looks then because he had dreadlocks. So and his song as well. So and he doesn't speak Yoruba fluently. And in Lagos, we have this challenge. If you can't speak Yoruba, they want to ride you and all that. I know how our show they be now. So I'm the one that always do the even bouncer thing and all that. Then I was on Barhead then, It was a very amazing moment with Face. Face is a very good teacher. They vex for you even if you dey fuck up. He go let you fuck up first. Then he go see correct you in a very... Face not be a harsh person. I enjoyed working with him.
Now, how did you, when it was time to move on? First of all, how did you know when it was time to move on? Well, and what did you do?
To be honest, this is how you know when it's time for you to progress. You can't move on because this is a very special person, and if you want to have that scenario of moving on, it's going to be quite difficult. Yeah. So now I run. Huh? I run.
You just left?
Face, I still love Face now. But I had to do my thing because then I was already producing. I was making beats for 2 Shots, Chemistry. I'm the only artist that in Nigeria till now that my album was played from intro to outro on radio till now. You don't understand. Forget saying that they do all this back to back. Chemistry showed me 100% love. When my first album came out, she played it from intro to outro. Chemistry showed me some. I was already getting buzz, Rugged Man and stuff. So I needed to have my space.
Yes.
You know, so that was
As a solo artist.
yeah, not as an artist. It was even as a producer.
Wow.
Yeah, as a producer then. That was how I met all these big names I'm calling. Then I started doing my own projects.
And when you were producing when you started, and there was a Terry G sound
Yeah.
that everybody came for.
Yeah.
First of all, talk to me about that Terry G sound. How did you discover it? What constituted a Terry G sound?
Okay, let's start like this. Terry G Sounds was out of frustration. Yeah, you know, creativity has to do with the spirit, the mood. If you don't take time, you'll be as creative as the other person. Because waiting, you know, the other person know.
Facts.
Well, you need to do waiting, you know they do. It's just like when you're in the spirit. I'm sorry if you are God-fearing, you understand this mood I'm in now. It's just like when you are in the spirit. Nobody can explain the nobody can explain that mood you are in. It is only you that can explain it. And now you have to take yourself out of being a normal human being to achieve that. So now, as a producer, your hands might be pressing what everybody presses.
Same keys.
Same keys. But you need to do what you have not done before and see how it sounds. So that was how I started getting my style.
Wow.
You know, my kicks. Then, I know say producers, they dread me now. Me, they double my kick. I just want to give you one small trick. The reason why my song, the boss speaker now, because me, I they use 4 kick. I they use like 3 snare. I they pad pantings. You know, so I had to just sit down and create my own style of.
So that was intentional.
Yeah.
It wasn't as if you just jammed.
No, at all. Not my way. And I had a particular instrument I use. It's called speaking solo. I just had my style. I don't use it anymore because they say na my style na old school. You know, say Nigerians a bit talk rubbish. They say na my style na old school. But if I want to bring that style back, it's quite easier for me because I know the progression and I know the instruments I use. You know, it's just that Nigerians, they don't know we don't know how to follow culture. If not, enough, don't leave me for my style. Make they do my style.
Talk about that perception that Nigerians have that once you're old school, your time don't pass. The culture refuses to open its doors, listen to the music, opportunities. There are no radio shows that are maybe playing old school music. The DJs are not starting with old school music. Everybody just wants to play what's hot now. How does that make artists like yourselves feel, knowing fully well the catalog that you have?
Okay, well, let me start like this. As at our time, we do songs, first verse, second verse, third verse. We do bridge join for you.
Yes.
Now, the songs presently now, you just give me 1 verse.
1.5 minutes.
And probably repeat it again. Now, how will you expect a DJ now that is comfortable with that kind of music to play my music?
3 minutes,
when the music now has to be just 1 verse, then the only thing he's thinking next is to play the other song. How will you feel the song? Fela's music used to last 7 minutes.
15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Because they are processed to whatever you want to attain. But now, our music is fast food. That's why it sours. You release music now. People are hungry for you to release music now. We never digest that now because there's no content in it. Even the producer cannot express himself because it has to be major and all that.
He has to follow the trend.
Trust me, it's going to affect us because we have limited the spice we used to put in music, all those curry, all those things. We don't come out plenty things for inside the music now. And I'm not saying we should not evolve, but let's not forget that we are Nigerians. We know everything. Let's not leave it for all these Americans. We used to look up to these Americans before.
But now they're looking at us.
Now, let's emulate the fact that if we are big, let's show them music, not just play music. Our elders inspired us by showing us music. Constantly play and join. Let's love this music. Let's not just play it for business sake. Music is not yahoo. Some people want to die there, and so we don't want it to lose value. You don't understand? Let's be challenged by the fact that you are a very good performer. You can sing well on your stage, not shout on your music.
Jeez.
You are shouting, you are jumping, and you are making noise on your music.
Damn.
Sing the way you sound on your audio. As I dey jump reach for stage, watch any of my performance, I sing on key. Do you understand? It's important because we inspire our kids. I don't want my picking they sing like rubbish. It's very important for us. Let me leave it like that.
No, but do you talk to the young ones? Do you approach? I know you said sometimes you just want to leave the young ones alone so they don't disrespect you or whatever.
To be honest, I've in different ways I've approached my colleagues because there's no younger or senior colleagues in this game. Yeah. You know, the more you're humble, the more you
facts.
Just get
everybody's on the same level.
We're on the same level. The music we do. You're not feeding anybody, but now this is one thing that affects us. Let's do the business and forget the fact that this guy market go affect my market, or this guy good pass, this guy gets, you know, it affected me when I used to do collaboration. And I remember when I get comments, Baba, you murder this track, Baba, you murder this track. We could have stopped to use that word. Because it affects the other person, and no matter how that person loves the collaboration,
the work you did,
it makes him biased. Now blood in body. Do you understand? So give us the same vibe. You know, that's why I actually like the way we do collaborations now. When you sing your first verse and the other artists tend to sing the same thing, sound the same way. Yeah, that's the love. So let's not make us feel like this artist is better than this. It creates this biased mind.
So you think that's probably why some of the, you know, new generation artists might not, you know, draw close to some of the guys that have done things
That's
in the past?
fact, because if you're talking about drawing close, these guys have the content, they have the talent. All we just lack is the present vibe, the way the team works and all that. Yeah, you won't say it's our fault. We did well in our time. We just didn't know that there was more to it. Yeah, definitely. Most of us come from the trenches, especially me. I'm a local boy. You know, thank God for the fact that I want to learn, so I'm evolving. Well, evolving in my space is different from the fact that teamwork works better. You know, so this is what these Gen Zs have actually emulated, and it's working, and we're learning. My picking is going to be greater than I am.
Facts.
So definitely, I'm learning as well.
Listen, now Terry G became this super hit maker from Timaya to everybody. Hits was going back to back. Bong, 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 J1. Too many hits to name. And then, at a time, success almost becomes like a drug. How did you deal with the success that you had?
Well, how did I deal with the success that I had? Well, I'm still successful.
Yep.
And the fact is, you know, if you know finish, you know, no matter as you think, say you know reach, you just keep learning. Along the line, there were so many things that one had to adapt to. You know, trust me, I'm just a guy that always likes to be indoor. I never used to respond to controversial issues. I just thought that my silence would help me.
It would help, yeah. That was what they taught our generation.
I thought my silence would help me and all that. Yeah. You know, when I approach you as a colleague and I see you give me some resistance, well, I might even help you to think that maybe, or probably assume that maybe this is the reason why you're laying back and all that. So I just give you space. So in this game now, I quite realize that even the person that is resisting you is trying to check you out. So you need to put more fire. You need to put more fire. You need to pressurize. You need to pressurize. You know, so now I've been able to understand that there's nothing like old school. It's only the feeling. You know, it's just like when you exercise.
Facts.
No matter how old you are, you feel good.
Facts.
You know, trust me, it's about the feeling. Once you feel good, everything will come back.
Facts. Yeah. You mentioned controversies. I remember back then, I was probably reporting on Factory 78. News broke. Boom. You know how it was. Linda Ikeji, not just okay. Boom. Terry G slapped a DJ.
Bam.
Headline.
Wahala. Yo, my brother, man.
That was, you know, that's like... That
stuff, well, let me not say shit, that stuff actually affected me as an artist.
Facts.
Yeah, it did affect me as an artist. But the fact is, you know, the narrative, people know they understand. You get, it's only the news that used to bust everywhere, you know, and all that. They just slap Jimmy Jatt, DJ, Well, let me just give a little brief of what happened.
Yes.
I was I was it was a show that we all came to support the arts, the arts of the whatever. Now, we were all backstage, though we were a lot. So it got to my time. Of course, I was present where other people were performing. It got to my time, and I didn't know I had time limits. So I was still doing my thing when I heard DJ, take it outside, take it inside. On stage, and people know me as a crazy guy. So now, do you expect me to just walk out of the stage like that? It will even kill my career the more. If you hear say Terigi, they say make you take him outside. And now that guy know the craze, so no, it got me pissed, to be honest. And I'm a very small DJ, so I had to bless him. I had to bless him so that he will have 50-50, because that was deliberate. Because this game, to be honest, in this game, man, some people might just envy you because of your presence. No, not me. I don't count success. Your presence, my presence affects a lot of people. I'm very honest to you, because Terry G has this. People are scared of the name Terry G because of the controversy.
Terry G is affiliated with a lot of madness.
But one-on-one, if you meet me, I'm the sweetest guy. You get? But these are the things that keep the name Terry G going. You guys wouldn't just understand, but still, we don't need to let you guys understand, because it's a brand.
Part of the business.
It's a brand, So, more just the balance sound.
But of course, you settled with the DJs.
Yeah, I did immediately. The next day, I went to Jimmy Jatt's house and made an apology. We even did a video and sorted everything out. But trust me, those ones, people know they...
No. It's the negative that the news wants.
I apologize. It even helped me a lot. Jimmy just showed me, he had to start calling people, but the narratives had already gone.
Reached
DJs were already raving, like, we're not going to play Terry G again. So let me take this opportunity to apologize to all the DJs where the apology never reached. I really apologize from the bottom of my heart. Trust me, man, this is a human act which can happen to anybody, and trust me, always protect your interests, which is very important. I hope you guys forgive me.
I'm sure they will, man. Whilst we were talking, the perception has always been like Terry G was mad. He's doing mad drugs.
You don't take drugs. God bless you.
So were you doing a lot of drugs back then?
Well, I used to indulge in. They say too much of everything is too much. Yeah, I smoked too much, but that drugs, I never did drugs.
You never did hard drugs.
I never did hard drugs. I just smoked too much. I was very reckless. I'd had this orientation. Now orientation be everything. Does Portable do drugs? It doesn't do drugs. It only smokes weed. But you guys don't know that. That's a den. We know the get rest of mind. Now we the get crowd past. Forget all these people you guys are celebrating. Even till now, I still get boys. I still get men. If I bust our streets, they still pressurize me. Now we know this get time to rest too. Because now trenches boys will be. You guys just come out from your airport and go into your house. Nobody says hi to you guys. When we go back to our zone,
in the trenches.
My brother, we don't get time to rest.
They go Lekki that time.
No, which kind of Lekki? They wake us with noise. Now so it be a normal thing. Just the way Portable was doing his thing was how I used to do my thing. Well, there's time for everything, my brother. You understand?
But now, look, from what we're hearing in the game now, like the amount of drugs that's in
it's crazy now. It's crazy. Yeah, that's why I actually left Lekki, to be honest.
Lekki's that bad?
Yeah, well, I will say for myself.
Yeah.
I will say for myself, and protecting my mental health is very important as well. This is one thing that people presume that I do.
Yeah.
So I have to stay in a very healthy area. Let them keep him. No, it's not a problem. I'm not offended by people imagining that. It helps. It even gives my image that perception that I want, because it gives me peace of mind on the other side. Trust me, you guys don't know Gabriel. It's only Terry G, and I'm very fine with the fact that you know Terry G and you like it like that. But trust me, Gabriel is doing very fine. I'm living very peacefully.
Gabriel is a proud father.
For real.
During the pandemic, you and I used to speak. You're home with the baby and stuff like that.
He's a big boy now.
Are you for real?
He's 12 now.
No way!
The way they take fear now, the dieting. he loves football, and may God just help him, encourage him.
Amen.
Yeah.
So he's an athlete now.
He's a footballer.
You're not even trying to push him to. He's not even looking at music at all.
Well,
he's an athlete.
well,
fully.
he has written one song for me.
Wow.
This is one side that he likes, but he prefers the football.
That's
And
amazing.
trust me, just be powerful. You can do anything.
Facts.
Just be powerful, but before you do anything, you must achieve one thing.
Facts.
You know, so I think he's doing well.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
The music was great. Terry G was shutting everything down. All of a sudden,
Lekki! Voila.
was it the gospel background? Was it the church background? Where did this?
Yeah.
What was the decision around this?
Well, I wish I had more mobile instruments to carry along, because I've been accused and glorified on this bell issue, but people just don't understand. Some people even think is my source of power. very, very illusional Nigeria.
They love anything
like
fantasy
drama.
and
We
stories.
like drama. We don't understand.
Yeah.
You don't understand. And I like her because Nigeria, you just have to. If the day they understand you, you are
You're
finished.
finished. That's the C
You are
finish.
finished. So now, okay, let me just break it down. You see this bell is called Akpako. Now I did a love song, because my kind of love song is a Nigerian love song. Now, I'm trying to sing a song about having an intercourse with
Yeah.
the other gender. I go knock you Akpako, shorty, me gonna knock you Akpako. Hey, I go knock you. Oh yeah, knock. That's a very lovely sex song. Very sweet sex song. It's just that it's a Nigerian song. If you can just enter that mood, you understand how
understand
sexual
what it
that song is.
means.
Hey, let God forgive us. Okay, now I finished that song. Out of all these instruments in my studio, the drum set, the keyboard, the everything, shekere, even with shekere, I have all those things, which will represent that. Oh yeah, Nakam. It was just, music is about the spirit and what inspires you. Something just told me to. Well, to be honest, it wasn't something. This is the only thing that could knock something. As in
That
this was,
followed that
that's-
energy.
That was how this guy became celebrity. That was how he became famous. There are still other instruments there, but they were not lucky enough to be famous
To
as
be this.
So that's just, there's nothing behind it except God that gave me the idea. Probably it's the idea that is keeping it going.
Facts.
Trust me, anybody can knock it. That's it.
You came from the church.
Yeah.
Family was leading at the church. And what was it like for your family, being strong religious people, when you became a man of the world?
It was quite difficult though. My mom supported me. My dad now supports me, because whenever I want to say this thing, I want to balance it so that it will not look like my dad is a bad person. No. Then he just wanted me to,
Just do something
not
that's-
something. They just want to make you go school. Our parents just know this school thing, and there's nothing in school. The only thing we have in school is education, and if you are not educated, sometimes if you are not smart enough, don't go to school, because your education might be somewhere else.
Facts.
You will just waste the whole of your year. Handwork pays. To be talented pays a lot.
Facts.
So if to say now we be saying no be my time now. If to say I no be hand producer or talented person, I think na only music I did. I for they call the beguna for what do they call that? So support.
TikTok, is it
No,
TikTok?
it's not. No, I will not even do that one. They call it NG. No,
Go for me.
go fund me. For don't do go fund me. Say make una call support. But me I dey okay o. And my music they pay me, and my other business they pay me. You understand? But that's what I'm trying to say is, you need to plan. You understand? You need to have handwork. Let me just tell you something.
Facts.
You need to be a businessman. Do you understand? Use your name and sell anything to sell. Even those who don't get name reach myself, see they sell. So if you get name and you won't go do good for me, you are a wicked person. You want to scam Nigerians. Trust me. You
Put
should
it towards something.
Yeah, use your name and work. If you are ashamed to work, that means you don't deserve anything. Even for UK here, you know they work. But they work and I
From
still
work
do.
we dey come
If
from
you
now.
don't work, you no go chop.
Facts.
Trust me, all those go for me now scam. They will still chop your money, constantly they do go for me again.
Facts.
They tell you.
Facts. Did you know about this investment and diversifying? Those times when everything was
My father was a farmer. I have hawked corn before. We have done bridges before. After the bridge, after we finish, my papa go roast yam, go chop. My father has killed snake in my presence before. I'm just giving some memories.
Talk, please.
My past. So my brother, you see, for this life, if you are lucky enough, your parents will teach you on how to
survive.
Yeah, you understand? Don't work for. Some people will make money now and will still be broke. You understand? My brother, just try make sure say money they work for you. If you get that idea, you can have small thing and use it to have billions. But in Nigeria, that thing that you are doing, if it doesn't explode like it's a billion, they will think you
People
don't have
will think
anything.
that you haven't.
I sell pure water. I have not even diverted to bottled water yet. But trust me, I'm doing well. In Iju station there, we are too much. My water never even go anywhere. But I'm making money. Do you understand? So, bro, if I even have investors now, it's going to be a plus. So tell me why. And Nigeria, the only thing that gives people frustration is when they cannot afford their Igbo and their girlfriend, whatever. If you can afford their everyday living, you'll be fine. You'll not do GoFundMe. Don't be successful before and come and tell Nigerians to give you money. You are fucked up. I tell you. That's my thought.
Was that something that you said your parents, maybe was anybody in the industry also kind of pushing you towards that at that time?
Well, nobody.
So
I was even, they even discouraged me. They say, in water now, Igbo, you don't put Igbo for in water. I was really discouraged, but I didn't just listen. I didn't listen, no. My water is the cleanest water in Iju. You go post them, you go see comments. So. The purest water for Iju. But when I bring them out, no buy them. And I know saying that my colleagues now go don't type that. You don't put Igbo inside though. Who does that? Something that has NAFDAC number. That possible?
You have a NAFDAC number.
Are you joking?
No games.
Don't be child's play. You won't make I go jail.
Shout out to my brother, very dark man.
Yeah.
For pushing the NAFDAC number, my brother.
If not, I will not even remember to say that.
My brother.
I beg, free very dark man.
Facts. Free my brother.
Very dark man.
Very dark man.
He do nothing,
Yeah,
man. Tell you,
Now, musically, one of the things about you that I love is you continue, you dropped albums, you continue to release music.
Yeah, I just released.
Last year, you had a record with Skibby, produced by Young John.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, we saw the post of a record with Wizkid.
Yeah, that record is a big problem. The song don't blow past.
I saw on your Apple, it's now the 4th highest, most streamed record in all your catalog.
I swear to God.
And this record is less than a month or 2 months old.
I'm telling you. To the extent that we had to drop it.
So, how long ago did you record this record?
Well, to be honest, this song has been recorded years back.
Like how many years?
Which year did Wizkid come to my house?
Came to your house?
Which year
that
did
would
Wizkid
probably
come
be
to my
2013, bro.
No.
Yeah.
But Wizkid said don't big then. He came with Mute.
So maybe 2016.
That was when
2016.
Yeah,
so maybe that was sounds from the other side.
Yeah.
Wizkid.
You're blessed. That era. It came to my zone. Man, it was a big deal. It was big. We were in the studio all through the night. It wasn't even my studio, because my studio is where I have my factory. We have a splitted side. My factory is here. My studio is here. So he actually saw my factory as well.
No way.
Yeah, I was very happy he came. I went to pick him from Shagara and about.
No way.
He came, though he was scared, but when he came, he saw that I'm a peaceful maker.
No problem.
Everywhere good. He came with security and all that.
So that's where you recorded the record?
We recorded about 4 songs. Man, God bless Wizkid though. Now just in France, all those in France, they crazy.
Leave Wizkid MC.
I ready for them. Wizkid concern me. Now Wizkid me, I know.
Now
I don't know who be Wizkid FC. They are toxic. Come on there. Jesus. Holy Ghost! Fire! Ah! Now I too much. Me say I love Wizkid. What's it that happen?
Yeah, we all love Wizkid. Yeah.
I love Wizkid too
The
now.
thing is, I always tell people when those fans are hitting us up on social media, I say
Jesus.
everybody now Wizkid FC.
Hey, you know what I'm
Anybody,
saying?
let me tell you this. Anybody who's loved Afrobeats music from 2010, particularly from Nigeria, no way you want to say you know they're part of Wizkid fan base.
Wizkid, to be honest, Wizkid is the Jay-Z of your generation.
Facts.
To be honest.
Firstborn child of the new
Wizkid,
generation.
you won't forget, he's the first. Do you
Facts.
understand? And we always give it to him.
Facts.
And definitely, there's something I actually like about Wizkid. It's not about what you have, but how you carry it.
Carriage.
I love Wizkid's carriage.
Star boy.
Wizkid and Jay-Z, I always say that. Jay-Z, he's got that courage and he inspires a lot.
Facts.
Inspires a lot, and I'll give that to him.
How did you get that record cleared? You know, Wizkid,
Bro, to be honest-
Wizkid is a global icon.
To be honest, the music is not clear though.
Baba you just used Terry Ginger to drop.
You know, say me, I be stubborn boy, because to be honest, in my era,
We know the way for clearance.
we know the way for clearance. When we record this song, nothing like clearance. Now love will take do this song. I not force you to put this song for. So now, make una dey try dey calm down small.
Lawyer never reach you.
No, lawyer don't reach me. No worry, I don't want to talk like that. Oh, but God go judge you now. But to be honest, we have to be professional and
Facts.
and adapt to the
2024.
involvement
Split sheets,
and all
everything.
that. Yeah, to be honest, if that doesn't work, nothing will work. So trust me, I
have to do the business
dropped.
correctly.
I've dropped the song. I pulled it down.
I still listen to it online today.
No, you probably watched the video.
No. This
30G team. When I never drop the song. For real.
is number 4 on your most streamed on Apple
Gee.
Music. See. That's it right there.
Mary Jane on Apple.
Straight.
No,
It's
they will
the
drop
number
it.
4.
They will drop it because I got an email like yesterday. I'm a businessman. I got this email yesterday, and my management reached out to me that they didn't want to tell me, so I wouldn't feel bad that this is what's going on. That the lawyer had messaged them that this is what's going to go on. I said, oh, well, yeah, let's do it like that now. So I was actually expecting them to have done their job.
taken it down.
So, well, which I'm very sure they will do that.
Yeah, but
man, trust me, Wizkid is number 1.
I can guarantee that even Wizkid inside will probably just think, just leave the OG, make
Wizkid
it
na my
chop.
love now. Wizkid na my blood, man. Forget that level. So don't mind all this fan base. Wizkid na my guy.
Fan base, no, that one.
The memory where I take end with Wizkid now, in day for my memory. You understand? We ended with love, and I so much place him on a higher priority, man. Trust me, I saw it be, and I saw it go be.
If he had, because he came to your house.
Yeah, he did, and I really appreciated it. He knows, I gave out everything. We did a lot, and that's one greatest moments for me in this game where would he play.
Facts. What about relationships with artists like Timaya? Because you guys,
we were very close, but not anymore.
what happened?
With growth, I think it's growth is normal, and growth and distance, it happens to everybody.
I know.
Yeah, there was a particular time we used to stay close to each other. That's how it goes. Then we now spaced each other. That's normal.
Because the music you guys were making.
Then the duo was bad.
I don't know. Man, I don't want to say, but I'm not sure there's any other duo that bad.
Wow.
I don't think.
Mad stuff.
I'm
Timaya, no. Mad stuff. It was crazy.
Crazy.
It was crazy. But as I always say, music they change. So sometimes when people come to you, they come to you for what they want, and when the thing change, it shows that this is actually why they were there. So that's music for you, and you cannot blame anybody for anything because it's it's business. You actually didn't just take it as business. So if anybody use you, no concern you. You just have to learn and grow.
Grow from
And so,
there.
no more.
Currently, you know, you're touring, you're supporting Apororo.
Yeah,
It's
well-
great to see. You know, I saw Tony Tetula on stage.
Yeah.
I'm seeing you moving around. You know, all of a sudden there's a sense of energy
I'm telling you, the football deal.
with that generation where, because as fans, we want to see, we want to hear more from you guys. But it felt like maybe we were passing a subconscious message to you guys that, nah, we don't want to hear nothing from you guys again. And that's why a lot of you guys and girls kind of kept quiet.
Well, let me talk for us, partially for myself.
Yeah.
There's what they trained us with in our sets. Our parents, they trained us how to respect people and, of course, give people their chance, so that we'll also be respected in the society.
Facts.
But the society has changed where you don't have to sit back. You have to actually speak for yourself.
Facts.
Then, the reason why they trained us that way was we didn't know that people like Mandela that speak, we're supposed to be like people like Mandela. But our
Facts.
parents trained us to be
To keep
listeners
quiet. Yeah.
to people like Mandela. So now, I can tell you, so they are speakers and they are listeners. Do you understand? So now we Father Lord.
Talk.
So we now will be speakers now. Everybody is supposed to be speaker.
Facts.
Even my fans that are following me need to speak out.
Facts.
But what you are saying, does it affect positively? That's what you should check. Whatever comes out of your mouth, first balance them, because you cannot take it back. The ones where we don't talk for this game, now they affect us like this. So you dey hear me? So watch what you say, because you might not be able to swallow it back.
What about the generation you see now, where there's beef here? These people know they work with each other here. These people know like each other there. What do you have to say to these young guys and girls?
In my time, cultism used to be in universities.
University, yeah.
But it has entered the music. So let's take it back to probably the university or wherever I want to take it back to. If we can remove it from the music, we'll be family again. But if there is frats in music, people like us that are not cultists cannot operate anymore.
Wow.
You know, it's just how it is. You know, fear we say you don't know. Be wise though, be smart. Because we will be bad guys, we will be bad guys. We'll not join anything. So in the girl level where we say we know and reach. You don't understand? But if they can be trenches as normal trenches, I thought, trust me, everybody will be fine. We'll be family. Because even when we were doing our thing, there were people doing the same cultism, but it wasn't violence. It was about love. They call it when they want to oppress you, you show love. But now, I can see family fighting family. I can see the same family hitting on themselves. How will I be motivated to even join any family? I mean, when I want to do scapegoats. So that's just the major problem in this game. Many musicians too are even scared to do music now. They want to do cuts before they do the music. Because that will actually give them way. That will pave way for them than the music. Or that will give them the chance to pave way. Yeah. So let's try and tone it down a bit. It gives us connect and all that. We need it in the society. We need it. We need groups. We need teamwork. These are the reasons why all these things are effective. We need teamwork. We need family. But let's not intimidate. Because you go born picking. They go see do your picking. They go see you do person. That on a normal level.
2024, my brother. You've already dropped a teaser with Wizkid.
Yeah.
What are we? What's
it's
next
actually
now?
a project too.
Yes.
It's a project, and the name of the project is Terry G Essential. Trust me, it has a lot of songs. I featured quite some number of people, but trust me, there are dope songs in that project. You guys should just go and check it out. Terry G Essentials. Because now there are too many ways to do promotions now.
Yeah.
and it has to do with money.
Yep.
You have to pump money. If you don't pump money,
Nobody go hear
don't-
you. Nobody
so
go
that's
see
it. So now we are actually following the process on how to do one or two things. So if it pops out on you and you see it, you are lucky because they are full of great songs. Trust me. Not just the promotion I will not get.
Terry G Essentials is out right now
For real.
by the incredible Terry G. On social media is I am Terry G on Instagram,
Yes, I am
isn't
Terry
it?
G on Instagram.
And that's on Twitter as well.
As well.
So that's where we can go and get information about this
Definitely.
incredible icon right here in the studio. Once again, it's a pleasure to finally sit down with you, my brother.
Shop
I'm proud of what you've done so far. I'm proud of what you're doing right
you.
now.
Thank you, my G.
Everybody would have thought Terry would have gone crazy.
I tell you, but man, trust me, guys. I'm a testimony, and you guys are going to be proud of me.
Facts.
Trust me, music is unlimited, so don't ever stop believing in what you always believe in. Now, so it be.
Finally, the comparison with you and Portable.
I don't tire. I don't tire. But trust me, I'm enjoying it. And now, another thing I want to say is, haven't you guys checked it out? I'm actually, ironically, I'm one of the artists that, even if I don't release music, every season, you guys always talk about me. You guys always give me promotion that brings my name. My brother, any promo is promo.
Facts.
Just make sure your name is there.
Relevant.
So now I always appreciate God for the fact that let me start the craze. I was the first to have the guts, and that was the reason why you can only run past me when you run mad.
Chai.
I'm an intellectual madman. Anything that happens next is about going crazy. So you guys should be careful on how you encourage my path, because you might be encouraging people to go mad.
Because you were at the peak.
Yeah, so trust me. Anything where anybody want to do next, we pass my own. And I will carry and go psychiatric home. So let's just encourage. Let's just
So
make sure
even
that
you know that it was an extreme at that
trust me,
time.
now. I know now. Not be streets. I run and finish now. Because I didn't have anything in my back of my mind. It was just total freedom and music. It's not now that people are getting involved in something. So it will limit them from expressing themselves 100%. No matter how expressive they are. That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for my brother, Terry G. Catch you next time, fellas.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, my brother.
The Afrobeats Podcast.